They are poisoning the blood of America. So what he's saying is the ideal version of America is a white America. And anytime brown people infiltrate America, they're messing up the blood of America. They're messing up the gene pool of America. And that takes us back to Hitler. I just can't imagine. It couldn't be me, a black man voting for somebody who believes so deeply that black men are inferior to him.
And as an Asian American woman, it couldn't and it won't be me either. Joining me now from his home state of Ohio is Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Award-winning superstar John Legend. John, it is an honor to have you on the show. You've been very vocal about Donald Trump and his racist rhetoric after his comments, absurdly, about Haitians eating cats and dogs. We heard similar racist remarks at his Madison Square Garden rally last Sunday. How disgusted are you with Trump and the GOP's blatant continued dehumanization of immigrants?
Well, of course, it's disgusting. And, you know, it's not shocking in the sense that we've seen so much of this from Donald Trump for such a long time. His entire career in public life, he's been spewing hatred and division, and particularly targeting people of color as somehow tainting the American blood and American gene pool. Really, frankly, very Nazi-related rhetoric, eugenic-related rhetoric, and it's really hateful, it's really divisive, and it's not what we need in a leader who's supposed to lead the entire country. Our country is diverse and beautiful, and folks come from all over the world to live here, and we should have a president that wants to lead the entire country and serve the entire country.
You're on the ground in Ohio today, campaigning for several Ohio Democrats, including...
I'm actually in Pennsylvania today.
Oh, okay.
But I have been in Ohio very recently campaigning, and of course I've been supporting my good friend, Senator Sherrod Brown, for re-election.
Yeah, and thanks for correcting me. I know that you have been stumping for Sherrod Brown. He's in a really tight race against Trump-backed businessman Bernie Moreno. Why was it so important for you to lend your voice to this particular race?
Well, of course, I'm from Springfield, Ohio, the infamous Springfield, Ohio, and I grew up in a family of blue-collar workers. My dad was an auto factory worker, a UAW union member, and I just understand what the stakes are for families like mine, and I know that Sherrod Brown understands what they are as well. He cares about making sure we raise the minimum wage and make sure that the Affordable Care Act is protected for workers and people who need affordable coverage. He cares so much about workers, and he always has. Anybody who knows Sherrod Brown and has observed him over the years, he's always standing up for ordinary people. He's always standing up for working people, always talking about the dignity of work, and he's the perfect senator for the great state of Ohio.
You know, understandably, there's a lot of focus on the presidential race, but talk about the importance of making sure that people vote smart in all of the down ballot races.
Well, you need to vote for someone who's going to be in Washington and in the State House advocating for you. And Sherrod Brown has shown consistently that he's going to advocate for Ohioans, no matter if they voted for him or not. He's able to work across the aisle. He's able to do what needs to be done to look out for the best interests of Ohioans.
You performed earlier this week at a rally in Philly for the Harris Walz campaign. I want to ask you the same question that I asked Robert De Niro a few minutes ago. Why is Kamala Harris the answer that America needs to move forward?
Well, you've seen the hate and the division that Donald Trump spreads, the sense of vengeance and wanting to get back at his enemies. And he spends every day focused on his enemies, his grievances, and his own personal issues. When I believe Kamala Harris will go to Washington as the president of the United States. She's already there as the vice president, but as the president, as our leader, I think she'll go to work every day, focus on the problems of everyday Americans. She's been going around the country, speaking to folks, learning what their issues are, learning about their difficulties with housing affordability and cost of living, and really coming up with ideas and plans to address those issues. And like she says, she'll go to work with a to-do list, not an enemies list, and she'll be focused on the problems that everyday Americans are facing.
What's your closing argument to those voters that haven't done early voting, that are going to be voting between now and Tuesday as they decide the most consequential election in our lifetimes?
Well, just vote for someone who cares about you. Vote for someone who's thinking about you and is trying to solve your problems. And I think if you do that, you'll come up with the right answer and do what's best for the country, too.
I want to thank you, John Legend, for joining me today and for all of your advocacy. I know you're incredibly busy, but you're making sure that people are out there being informed and making the right decisions for themselves. Thanks for being here.